All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Real Estate Investing with Alex-Deacon. The Deacon has a special segment for you guys today, where typically we tackle some real estate investing topics, maybe some property management topics, with this property management series.
Oh, no, we're not going there.
We're not going there today. Not today. Not on this Friday afternoon.
No, girlfriend. Mm-hmm.
Today, we're going to get Alex's perspective on who is Ian Hoover.
Yes, we're going to dive deep. I felt the need, I felt compelled to talk about my partner because he is such a good kid.
He's a great guy.
I call him. He considers me his second dad. I call him my redheaded stepchild. So I kind of love him, but he's like the least. Like if my three kids were drowning and he was drowning, he'd be the last one I'd save.
And that's fair, I think, though, right? Because at least you'll still save them.
I would save him.
You won't let him sink. That's fair.
Yeah, if I felt compelled to save him, I would save him, but he would be last. So a little bit about his background. I know. Well, you know Ian. You knew him before I did.
Yeah.
When did you meet?
Ian and I met each other in 2009. It was actually right before my wife, right before we became parents. And I started working with Ian early in 2010, and I've known him ever since.
Okay, all right. And you worked with Ian where?
We worked at a wireless company that I
Is this before you guys worked together as male strip club?
It was actually what happened was, we were selling phones, and then what we did, we decided, you know what, we were better off as chip and don't dancers. There's Chip and Dales. We were the Chip and Don'ts.
Chip and Don'ts.
And it was more like, we were the warm-up act. It was like more of a comedy act where it was like, oh, wait, these guys? So when the real men came out, right. They actually got paid. We were just more like the jokes that they put out there, They used to be called fluffers, but, not in this industry.
Chip and Chump.
Yeah, Chip and Chump.
So you met Ian at T-Mobile.
We met at T-Mobile, yeah. We met at T-Mobile.
Was he a manager of the business?
When I met him at first, no, he wasn't. But then when we first started working together, he came down and then he ended up being my manager. Then I was his assistant, so it was like we were a management team that way.
And I think he was possibly licensed then. Do you know?
Shortly thereafter. It was shortly after he started working. We worked together in Steubenville, Ohio, and it was shortly after he took over the store down there. I was his assistant. That's when he first started talking about getting into real estate. And I believe, and I don't want to, I don't want to throw any misinformation out there, but I believe that I know that he read Robert Kiyosaki's book. That was one thing that got him in. But I believe there was also a gentleman, Adam Valinero, that we used to work with, and I probably butchered the last name, brother. I'm sorry if he ends up listening to this, but I think him and Adam were talking a lot about real estate, probably along with a lot of other people. But
so he was probably licensed around 2010.
Say 2010, 2011, something like that.
I think that sounds about right. I think 10 probably.
Yep.
So I know he was with Northwood. He did miserable at Northwood. He'll tell you that. I think about 2 years into Northwood, he reached out to me out of the blue. I didn't know the kid. He said, "Hey, you're looking for a property manager. I'm looking to learn and get into property management." So I met with Ian for the first time. He said, "Yeah, come on over. We'll get you started." He was still full-time manager at T-Mobile. And his first year, I think he made like 15 or 18,000 just leasing properties. Kid's a go-getter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So eventually we got him to the point where he was able to quit. About a year later, year and a half, he quit his job at T-Mobile full-time, worked as a salesperson at T-Mobile, and worked on my team as a salesperson. And I think that first year he did very well. And then I think the third year, and this kind of mirrors what I did because I started as a mechanic. I failed miserably as a real estate agent. I went back to being a mechanic. I worked part-time as a real estate agent and full-time as a mechanic. Then I worked full-time as an agent a few years later and part-time as a mechanic. And then about 3 years into it, I quit my mechanic job full-time. And I was agent full-time. So that's what he did. About his year 3, he was basically working for me full-time. And doing quite well, doing really well. And then he hit me with a right and then a left to the stomach and said, "Hey, Al, I appreciate all you've done to me, but I'm going to move. I'm going to another company."
Right.
Because I got a great opportunity. And I said, "Ian, you're an entrepreneur like I am, and I can't say don't go, and I appreciate it. I wish you all the best." And he did he left and he did well for about 6 months. Then we had met at my daughter's wedding. I've been talking to him, but I saw him at my daughter's wedding. We were drinking and we were having a good time, and he's like, "Yeah, buddy, we should do something together." Blah blah blah, because he was doing quite well where he was, and it got me to thinking. I said, because Ian, if he would have came to me before he left and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm doing really well here. How about we up the ante? How about you give me a little more? Let me be partners or whatever." I probably would have said yes, but I guess maybe I wasn't approachable at the time, or he decided, that he wanted to go on his own.
Yeah, it might be a tough.
Yeah,
probably
so
a tough approach.
And again, I was okay with it. So, because I got to respect the dude's wishes. I mean, come on, I was the same way. I was
driven,
balls out, driven. Yep. I wanted to make it happen. So anyway, that was in May. Next thing you know, August, we have our own real estate company. It didn't take long. He was only with that company for maybe 8 months.
Yep.
And nothing bad against that company. I'm not even going to mention their name. They were good to him. But Ian just wanted to start something. He wanted to be a part of what I do, and I'm happy he did it, because he is probably, I can say, unequivocally the best partner I have.
Yeah, he's one of the best people I've ever worked with.
I hope he doesn't listen to this, because then he's going to get a big head.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Well, maybe I'm just going to go out on my own because I'm big bad Ian, and I'll kick him in the nuts.
We're doing a football podcast together, and I'm already gonna have to knock him down a peg every week when we do that. The last thing I want to do is knock him down a peg on here too.
But he's a good dude. He's a good dad. He's a good husband. He tries to be. He's got to spend more time with his family. I got to work on him there, because he works a lot. Mm-hmm. So we'll get there.
Ian, the one thing I will say about Ian Hoover is that Ian Hoover makes the people around him better. And that's something that you always strive for. You want people, and that's something that there's a couple of guys I already know that if I start a business, I already have pegged to bring in, that I know that I want to work with and work for me, and to do the same thing that Ian, that give me the same, or give somebody else the same opportunities. Not only you've given me, but Ian has given me. This is, to me, that's what not only business but partnerships but friendships are, long term. And Ian is all of those. He wears all of those hats, and I think that's something that in today's world you really don't find as much with people. There's a lot of people that are always in it for themselves, or in it. Ian's the type of guy that is always, that literally would give the shirt off. Just like the one that you literally gave me the shirt off your back and was like, "Here, you need this." Ian is the exact same way. You guys are cut from the same cloth, and that's something that I appreciate out of both of you. And for Ian, I think what people don't realize is, for Ian's age, he's so far ahead of his, for being as young as he
30,
is.
right?
He is only 30 years old.
Yeah, he came to me when he was 25.
Yeah. He's one of the most driven people I've ever met in my life. And like I said, and I can't beat this home enough, he has made me better, and he's made me want to achieve more and see a bigger picture in life versus the 9-to-5 that I was stuck in. Mm-hmm. The gruel of I was in sales for 20 years, so I realized, why am I doing this? When I can actually maybe do something for myself on the side, or with
just
people.
Open up your eyes, open the door for you. You always have to walk through it.
Absolutely,
you can't make a person walk through the door.
Absolutely.
So when Ian, he was with me a couple years. He did fantastic in sales. He's an amazing salesperson. He learned a tremendous amount from me. I know that. He'll tell you that. He'll be the first person to tell you that. I wish I would have met somebody like me when I was his age, because I would have, my learning curve would have been drastically cut in by 90%. But so then we started the company, and he's taking the bull by the horns. I didn't even want to start a real estate company. I was 50 at the time. I'm 51 now. I was cool with doing what I was doing. I was with Keller Williams, which is a good company, and I was just doing my thing and investing in real estate, working my real estate team. I had the property management company, but he's taken us to another level, and it's kind of re-energized me to want to do the same. I needed that little kick in the ass, because you get complacent, whether it's age or you're just complacent. Football players, rock stars, they can all get complacent. They don't create, they don't want to improve, and then they just kind of dry up and move backwards.
You kind of need that spark to make it fun again.
Yeah.
And I can tell, and again, I hate to keep saying within a year, I can tell that a year later, now that we've been kind of working together for a year, there's kind of like a little smile on a little bigger smile on it. There's always been a smile on your face, but you can tell that you're enjoying it again. You can tell that you're kind of back, like it's there's a different Alex now.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with, I know he's got my back. Mm-hmm. You know, and you can't rely on a lot of people on this planet
I agree.
to know that they have your back. You know, and you got your family. I got other partners too. I have some good partners. That's the key to success in life, is picking the right partners. Mm-hmm. You know, whether it's the right wife or the right business partner, just picking the right partners, but also knowing that, looking at them and knowing they're not perfect. Because if you always blame the partner for the failure, then it's you that's the failure, right? Because you're just, it's their fault, so I'll just go to I'll get divorced and go to somebody else. Right. No, it's their fault. Then I'm going to get married third time, fourth time. At some point, you got to look in the mirror and say, "Gee, maybe it's me."
Hit marriage number 9.
Yeah, maybe possibly could be me. Maybe I'm a freakazoid. I don't know, but I'm a lucky man. And I just wanted to give props to Ian. I've never done that. I'm pretty reserved. Like, when he calls or whatever, I'm like, "What do you want, jerk off?" That's how I answer the phone. So that's just me, man. And I think he deserved this. So I want to let everybody know who works with Ian, who wants to be an agent with our company, who wants to invest in real estate with, and Ian's representing them, or they're talking to Ian. They need to know where this kid's come from. He's come from nothing. Yep. He's made something out of nothing by reaching out to me and to other people and working hard. And he's created everything he's created for himself by himself.
Ian Hoover is really the
I can only take
definition
so
of the
much
American
credit.
dream.
I mean, without Ian, I've tried to help lots of people. Without the drive and the want to do, and then the actual to do, you can't get it. So he's got what it takes.
Like I said, in different areas, whether I was working in sales with him and now on the tech and media and marketing side with him, I mean, he's always, whether he's realized it or not, has always made me better. Yeah.
So let's bring it back down to earth. He's still a dick.
Absolutely. Abrasive Cowboys fan, and y'all know Cowboys fans anyway.
So let's not go too far. The dude's okay. He's all right.
He's a decent guy. I guess.
Let's end it there. I don't want to get too mushy here.
But listen, guys. Realistically, guys, let even Ian Hoover have your ear. He has a lot of great information. He has a great story to tell. He's a very, very intelligent young man. And I shouldn't say young man. He's a man. Listen, this man will do wonders for you. Like I said, he's made me a better person. I know that I've seen him make a lot of people around him much better people, much more determined people too. So, do business with him, man. He's a great guy. But don't do too much business with him because he ain't that great of a guy. For Alex, I'm totally kidding. For Alex, for everyone here at DHRE, Ian, we love you, brother. That's why we wanted to put this one out there for you, even though you're right in your next room. But for everyone else here, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.